Byron Spruell, the NBA's president of league operations, is joining us now. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have our yearly visit.
Absolutely. I always look forward to it. Thank you for having me, Malika.
I always look forward to it as well. So I want to start here. Sometime after All-Star break, we saw a shift in the number of fouls that were being called. And Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there was too much of an advantage for the offensive players. So were you happy with the results, the adjustments midseason, and what can we see next season?
Absolutely happy with the adjustments. And not only the league office, but our fans and even our players were very happy with that adjustment. We wanted to basically get back to offensive-defensive balance. And so as part of our calibration process throughout the course of a season, we absolutely focus on that as a point of emphasis, made the adjustment, made the calibration. Monty did a nice job of communicating with the officials. We got to our teams on it as well. And we saw the results be the better competition on the court thereafter. And so we're very pleased in terms of where it laid out.
So something else that we saw a year ago, the NBA and the competition committee, they voted to give coaches a second challenge if they are successful in winning their first. Are we going to see any other rule changes coming up next season?
Well, we're focused on a lot of things. Remember, the last 3 years we did non-basketball moves, transition take fouls, flopping this year, along with the second challenge. And so our coaches have used it as a very strategic tool. They love the fact that they have that second challenge if the first is successful. Of course, we need to always evolve and kind of see where we go next. People have said, do you need yet another number in terms of the challenge?
Okay.
Do we expand the scope beyond out of bounds, the goaltending and the call foul? So maybe expand the scope a little bit. So we'll be working with the competition committee. In fact, we just came off a virtual call yesterday with them and talking about some of these things along with replay center in general. So more things to come. You
mentioned the out of bounds, and I got to tell you, Byron, this is something that I really do not enjoy. I'm hoping we can show this. There's a play in Game 3 where the Celtics challenged an out of bounds call. And clearly, on the replay here, you can see that Luka Doncic was fouled, but you can't consider that on the review, and then Boston gets the ball. So will the league be looking into expanding what is reviewable on that type of play?
Yeah, the reviewable matter part of this is also something we talked about yesterday. There was one in the playoffs with Tim Connolly's team too. He's on the competition committee. He brought it forward. We showed that play yesterday as well, along with one like this from this series. And so we're going to evaluate in terms of what's the best thing. We're calling it kind of proximate foul or proximate violation. That while you're there for review, you want to get those calls right too. We still have to kind of adjust in terms of how we get that done. So we'll be talking about it, but hopefully a solution to come.
But that is a conversation that is being had. Byron Spruell, thank you so much for spending some time with us here on NBA Today. And we look forward to doing it again next year. As we always do.
NBA